Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Chance Encounters, with performances by Asteria, Ian Frost, and a special guest, Griffin.
Halloween, a night when the veil between the living and the dead is weakened, and with this weakening comes various rituals. Some are meant to celebrate the blurring between the worlds, others meant to ward off spirits. But one thing is certain: every town and city is unique in its practices. For tonight's tale, we look in on one such ritual. A test of bravery undertaken by the youth to bond or to prove themselves to their peers. The town in particular? Not important. For whatever you can imagine in your mind is correct. The only thing that is important is our poor, brave protagonists and their tragic fates. Let's meet them now, shall we? As the sun begins to set below the horizon, we meet our party of three, starting off with... Who wants to go first?
Alright. It's a bit past school hours by now, I imagine. So, most everyone is gone. But you do hear a gentle rustling, a turning of pages, coming from on top of one of the buildings, perhaps? And we pan over and we see one of the stairways leading into one of those bungalow-style classrooms. It's very easy to climb up onto the little overhang there. And sitting there, dangling his feet off, reading an X-Men comic book, is Hughes. You see a 17-year-old boy, styled very much of the 80s. Regardless of the weather, he is wearing an oversized gray trench coat over a sort of worn, sort of beaten up red flannel. His nails are painted very sloppily and they're like chipped in places because he hasn't redone it in too long. He's wearing sunglasses that are sort of pulled down his nose a bit so he can read. He has that quintessential 80s mullet, so it's like big and voluminous and spiky up top and then comes down a bit down the nape of his neck. Ripped blue jeans with a red bandana tied around one ankle, and he's reading X-Men and flipping through it. Not like me to be first. Oh well.
Except he isn't first, because you see Kelly Kells Bells Grady smoking a cigarette, leaned up against the outer wall or outer fence of their high school. She's about 17, and she's been there doing that since school let out. So she's been there for a while, just talking shit with friends who have long gone home about the various other classmates and kids walking by, talking shit about the teachers. You see she has very pale skin, accented by deep red lipstick. It looks like her makeup is makeup on top of makeup, like she slept in last night's eyeshadow and eyeliner and mascara and then woke up and put more on top. She has one of those like tattoo lace chokers on. She's wearing an oversized band tee, except it's two bands in one, diagonally cut across. It's a Nirvana Soundgarden Banty Frankenstein mashup that it's very clear that like she made it. It's hand sewn with a oversized red flannel and black painted nails, also chipped, and black ripped jeans, ripped at the knees with black Converse, and she runs a hand through her brown, loose curl, wavy, short hair. It comes to about just below her jawline, and she's just kicking it. Has her black JanSport backpack.
So are you like in eyesight and I just am not observant enough to notice that you're there?
That's up to you, but Kelly has been here since school let out, so maybe it's more of like a brick wall that surrounds the high school, so you physically can't see me, so you just have to notice like puffs of smoke in the distance, so that there's that, but...
Okay, so then I think I finally do. Like, I get to the end of the comic, and it takes a while, and I put it down and I look up and I see it, and I go, is that you making bad, good decisions over there?
And Kelly sort of leans up from the wall on both feet now, looks around, I think sort of gets on her tippy toes and looks over in your direction, narrows her eyes, and with the two fingers that are holding the cigarette, just wave it above her head.
So are you fully in view now, or
just the top of my head and my eyes, and me waving the cigarette as like a little smoke signal?
The beacon.
The beacon.
Incredible.
The beacons are lit.
farming.
Kelly definitely smokes clove cigarettes. Can I say this?
I don't know what that means.
They're the ones that have like spices in them so they taste better, but they're actually worse for you.
Oh,
yeah,
incredible.
Absolutely, 1000%.
I stand up and do like almost like a scarecrow / crucifix pose. Like, yes, glorious 2 out of 3. Start like looking around on the horizon.
Yeah, I think at that point is when Nicholas Hall, aka Nick, comes up on his skateboard from whichever direction the track is, rolling down the hill. He's got his classic 90s athletic short shorts that show too much thigh. He's got a ringer tee on that's got the track and field sports team mascot of the high school. He's got kind of that classic 90s boy band hair where it's a solid middle part and bangs coming down. Probably a little bit tousled because he's just come from practice. He's got probably a flannel tied around his waist because it is October, but he will not put on pants. So I'll say he rolls up, skateboards up, comes... Here's where I reveal I don't actually know how skateboards work. Does a very suave stop. And kind of looks between the triangle points of everybody and says, well, team, we're all here.
Well met, Nicholas. Have a productive day touching your fellow man.
That's if you're making contact in track and field, I think something's going wrong.
Fair enough. No judgment, just genuine curiosity. I take a step off of the overhang that theoretically it is a safe enough drop, but it is a little bit of a gamble.
Make me a stunts check.
the first roll.
My
Yes.
man doesn't have leap of fate, like some
Nope.
of us.
Nope.
I'll say DC 2.
50-50 shot.
3.
All right. You do end up nailing the landing. You don't fall on your face and look mega uncool.
Phew.
Kelly, fully knowing that Nick is an athlete, a track and field athlete, will turn to him and go, "Want a light?"
You know I can't resist. Yeah, and Nick will take a cheeky cigarette.
Oh my god, they're indirect kissing.
Oh my
See, this is why I
gosh.
tolerate him.
Yeah, everyone would think that you're a square, but you're like not a square.
That
More of
warms
a-
my heart to hear.
Kind of an oblong rectangle.
A rhombus.
What is it? All squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares.
As you all meet up and banter, you head down the main road towards the entrance of your challenge for this night. For whatever reason, after meeting, you all decided, hey, it would be a great time if you decided to take on the challenge of Lonely Lane. Now, in the back of this small town that you reside in, there's an old trail said to be haunted by something malevolent. The exact story changes from person to person, but the end result is always the same. Whoever walks it at night on All Hallows Eve comes back irrevocably changed. It is now a common dare amongst the kids and teenagers of the town to walk the trail either alone or in a group as a test of bravery to see who can beat the curse. And on this very special night, it is your turn to walk the trail and test your bravery and see if your group can survive or even solve the curse of Lonely Lane. As you begin to approach it, you take an offshoot, as Lonely Lane is a walking trail for your small town, but because of the increasing amount of children and teens doing this challenge at night, the small little local municipality decided to put up a gate to keep people from doing that because safety or some shit. So as you approach, you see an old creaky gate that rattles against the cool October winds, daring you to get past it. How do you try and go around this gate?
How tall is the gate?
The gate's like, it's like a arched gate, so it's about 8 feet at the top and like 6 feet at the sides.
Child's play. I'm gonna climb it. I'm gonna climb it.
Alright, hit me with a stunt check, Kells, unless you want to try and convince me to do something else.
I think this would be a sneak because Kelly has a lot of experience sneaking out of their house when their parents expect them to be in the house to go do fun things.
I'm convinced. Sneak.
We sneak! Yeah! Oh,
Easy DC 2.
I rolled a 2.
Ooh. Alright, so you manage to, you look around and then you see, like, on some of the sides, some overgrown vines that you can just shimmy up and shimmy over.
Very good at determining the escape routes necessary to be unseen and unheard.
So if the DC to sneak in is 2, and I have an ability that allows me to reduce the DC of a sneak check by 3 when sneaking into a protected location, can I just do it?
Are you used to sneaking into things? Because this is what Kells does. Kells be sneaking.
I'd be sneaking.
I mean,
And
I
snacking.
assume because I have the burglar skill that is specific to that, I am all the time breaking into places. I think that might be our number one hobby that we do together.
Yeah.
Joint
Petty crimes.
burglarizing.
All right.
Truly, yeah.
Roll to see if you get a crit fail. Or if you blow up.
Ooh.
Okay, 2.
All right. You see Kells lead the charge. You're like, works for them, works for me.
I'm going to go a slightly different route. I'm going to lean on my track and field expertise and kind of take a running leap, and I'm going to try and stunt it. So I'm going to try and, like, you know, jump and grab on and give myself a little bit of an ups. I'm not trying to be sneaky. I'm just trying to get over it.
Sounds good.
So am I allowed to roll stunts?
Yep.
And what's the DC for this?
You know, I'm gonna say DC 3.
And it's meets it, beats it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Correct.
Ooh, it's a 2.
Oh, no.
You can use a turbo token.
I don't have any yet. Although, I can't use it if I just failed, right?
I thought you started off with 2.
I
I'm gonna say you start
I
off
think
with
you
2.
do start off with 2 in regular KIB.
Oh, okay. Then I will use a turbo token and make it over, because I can't look lame right now.
That's for later in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
So you take a nice little couple of steps back and then up and over, natural high jumper, stick the landing, perfect roll, 10 out of 10. The ground it isn't muddy, so your jacket isn't all covered in muck yet. You just need to brush it off to get off some of the dirt. Now that you're on the other side of the gate, I want you all to roll me a wits check to see what you can see.
Oh.
Oh.
Is this just
I
like...
blew up.
Ooh.
So that's a D6 now.
Yep.
Of course I dropped my dice. It's my number one trait on this freaking channel is dropping my dice.
Incredible. Always has to happen.
That's a 1 for me.
Ooh.
My man can't see shit.
You're still wearing your sunglasses.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
truly.
Okay, so I got a 6 total.
A 6 total.
I got a 2.
Got a 2. All right. So, John, you're just, you haven't turned on a flashlight or anything, and it's starting to get a little bit dark, and the sunglasses aren't helping, so you can't see anything.
Take out my lighter.
Ching. Kells, you notice that there's no one else seemingly around. You can't tell if that's going to be a yet thing, but it seems like for the moment your party is alone. I'm gonna say, if you want, Nicholas, if you want to spend another turbo token, you can get extra information.
Ooh. Well, I can't resist that. Yeah, I'll spend my last special turbo token.
All right, as you are brushing your pants and your shoulders of dirt, you look at the gate and you see, there's like a little indent, like in the front of it, like it was just opened and closed recently. You don't know what that means. Probably nothing bad, but seems like maybe you're not the first people to be on this trail this evening.
I'll point it out to everybody. I'll just kind of like kick at the dirt a little bit and say, I bet the park rangers are patrolling tonight because it's Halloween.
Or because it's their job. Could be either one.
Combination of both.
Mm-hmm. Does it seem dark to anybody else?
You know, that tends to be what happens when the sun goes down.
Oh, hang on. Take the sunglasses off. Did you say we didn't have flashlights?
I'm saying that you didn't. You can have flashlights if you want flashlights. You have the technology.
I have a full backpack of things.
Well, I ask because I have a skill that lets me spend 2 turbo tokens to produce a commonplace item. So I don't know if we just have flashlights or if I should spend to be able to have flashlights.
I'm gonna say that you have the foresight to bring flashlights, but
Okay.
if you like want something like a tarp or something, then that would
If
be
I'll save it then because if
yeah.
yeah.
Because you guys are smart enough to know that if you're going to a place in the woods at night, you might need flashlights to see.
Mhm.
I pull out a PB&J sandwich wrapped in saran wrap, and I go. I stole Jamie Mason's lunch, so I could save my lunch for right now. So if we get hungry, we can split this.
Hell yeah. That's thinking ahead.
All the food groups are represented.
Jelly is a vegetable.
So real. So you begin your journey down Lonely Lane, and the path is it's a moderate walking trail. It's not paved or anything, but it's a dirt path. Any vegetation has been stomped down through frequent use. You have these nice trees that reach up and over and create a path, concealing the night sky. And as you push further and further in, the sun dips and fully descends beneath the horizon, uh, turning the nice golden radiance you had into a, a more ominous blue tone. And you know that very soon it's going to be completely pitch black under this canopy. You know that this walking trail is about a mile and a half long before you get to the turnaround point. And from the first real landmark, it's about half a mile, I'd say. So you make your way down this path, observing, trying to enjoy the nature, but the cool nip of fall is starting to get to you a little bit. Make me another wits check, everybody.
Everybody, clap your hands.
Clap, 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 clap.
Oh, I'm so close to blowing up.
I don't know.
So far from blowing up for me.
A 3.
A 1.
A 5.
A 5. All right.
Nick is actually quite quite smart, apparently.
Yeah,
Actually,
Nick's
He's
on it.
observant.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
I mean,
I got
it would be a
excited.
good time to explode if you wanted to.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like having some foresight, it might be a good idea to burn a turbo and blow it up so that I can start having better stats. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll take what's up to D6.
Oh yeah, and don't forget to be marking down your turbo tokens whenever you fail.
Oh, you're so right. So I failed. Did I
This one-
fail the 2?
No, but Nick, John did.
Do you get turbo tokens when you fail a check that you spend turbo tokens to succeed on? You know what I mean?
No, because
Okay. Because then you're succeeding. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay.
yeah,
So I have a 7 now.
a 7. All right. So, damn.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like if the DC was like 10 and you spent turbo tokens to upgrade your D4 to roll a D6, but you still fail that, you would still take a turbo token because you still ended up failing the roll if you didn't get a 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yes, that would. Yeah, I'd say that I'm ruling. Yeah. So, and sorry, remind me, Nick, what did you get?
I got a
A
5.
5. All right. 5 and a 7. So, as you're walking along, Kelly, you're really just feeling the ambience and feeling yourself. You're like, yes, yes, this is my aesthetic right here. Um, Nick, you hear off in the distance what sounds like distant laughter, and as you get closer, you start to see the glow of a fire.
Is this like witches cackling, or is this like teens having fun?
It sounds like it at first, like a witch's cackle, but then as you get closer, you realize, no, wait, no. This is teenagers being teens, having fun on Halloween night.
Just guys
Um,
being dudes.
boys being boys. John, you see that now that you've taken your sunglasses off, you can see that these are the popular kids at school.
The
All get,
preps.
yep, all the preps, all the mean girls, all the jocks. They're just getting together, lighting a little fire, probably where they're not supposed to be lighting it,
Fire
having a
hazards.
powwow. They're passing around cigarettes and beers, and
Frickin' Jamie Mason there.
you hear them talking about like just getting ready before they go out and like steal candy from porches on Halloween. If you want, you can just walk past them and ignore them, or you can try and sneak past them if you don't want to have even the chance of them noticing you.
I feel an urge to teach them the error of their ways. Anybody else?
Hell yeah.
All right, what's the game plan?
How how close are we to the tree?
The tree?
The tree.
I'd say you're about a quarter mile away.
Okay. Um. Hughes, give me give me your coat.
Why?
Just give me your fucking coat.
Ugh, okay, fine. Use it to cover up your nerve garden shirt.
I'm gonna pretend like I didn't just hear that. And I'm gonna put the coat on and I'm gonna run in the tree line cackling like a witch to scare them.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna
Is there
put the coat on like over my head so they can't really see me. So I'm just like this blurred dark shape.
is there such thing as like an assist in this
um
game?
I'll say
I think it's the giving of turbo tokens.
Oh, okay.
uh
Because I wanted to like rattle some branches or something.
I'll let you do that, and I'll
Can I
let
try to
that.
climb a tree and use my stunts skill?
Yes.
Trying to get this stunts up.
Roll me a stunts. It'll be pretty easy. Stunts 2.
I got a one.
All right. So,
Oh no.
I'm gonna say for that one, you try and climb the tree, mark down your turbo token. Um,
And
and
I have
as you
relentless, so I get two.
awesome.
Me too.
Man, I love that skill. But as you do, you grab like a sapling branch that isn't strong enough, and then it just snaps and you fall flat on your back. And they're
Oof.
like, "What the fuck was that?"
And on the that sound cue is when I start running in the tree line. Exactly.
Make me a. I'm gonna say either a wits or stunts.
Let's do stunts. Let's stunts it up. Stunts it up. That's an explosion.
Ooh.
D6. That's a 5. I'm gonna spend one more turbo token to blow that up. So that takes me to a D8. And that's just a 2. So 12.
12. All right. An amazing roll.
There's never been a witchier witch.
Yeah, you see Kells like throw this coat over her head and like suddenly you don't know how she's moving this fast. Like you're athlete, you're like an athlete and you're like, "Man, I've never get this person on the track immediately. We need them for varsity."
We need them
Um,
bad.
you like do a
The team is in
circle.
shambles.
You do a circle around the clearing incredibly fast, and then you actually break through, run, and jump over the fire. Um, and they're totally spooked. They're like, "We gotta get out of here! It's the witch!" And they just scatter instantly. They like don't even bother to kick out the fire. They just make for the make for the entrance to the gate.
That was
I will take an apology on Kurt Cobain's behalf. Thank you, I say as I give John his coat back.
I'm gonna call it even because he never apologized for any of his indecipherable lyrics. So let me go ahead and just take that back from you. That was great though. They say smoking is bad for your lungs, but clearly you got a lot of years on you.
hells you were flying.
Fuming steam coming from her ears.
The rage bait, it's successful.
Yeah,
Um,
it works.
I'm assuming that you're heeding the advice of Smokey the Bear and stomping out this fire before it burns down the forest.
I'll go over. I'll meander over to it.
Awesome. No roll.
I'm-
It just happens because
Yeah.
that's how the world works, kids.
And I will collect any beers that have been left behind. What loot did we
they
get?
have? Yeah, like what snacks and things did they have?
I'll say that you find like a pack of Marlboros or something with like 8 left.
Yes.
Awesome.
You'll find like 2 beers that haven't been opened yet. And I'll do guest choice for what type of snack you guys find.
What 90s snack?
What 90s snack? Yes, I totally didn't pass that off because I don't know 90s snacks.
Oh man.
I mean, I have the PB&J, the classic.
I'm trying to think of like fruit by the foot was around.
Gushers,
Dunkaroos.
Dunkaroos.
Dunkaroos. You find a nice amount of Dunkaroos that you guys
Hell
can just
yeah.
hammer as you make this march.
I also just want to say, for the record, the opinions of one John Hughes Fierro do not reflect the opinions of one Ian Frost, who actually loves grunge deeply and is having a very difficult time pretending not to.
Too late, buddy. I already edited it, so you say I hate grunge forever.
I think
And this is the
Coolsville sucks.
stated factual opinion.
So, as you guys have finished looting the campsite, you continue on your path, and then you find the first marker, the hollow tree. And as you stand in front of it, almost in reverence, you see this gnarled, ugly oak that seems to just sprout up, and its branches bare and reaching up to the sky. Its cruel fingers challenging God to finally kill it. I say, Kells,
Mm-hmm.
something possesses you to tell the story that you've always heard about this specific tree and what makes it so special.
Yeah, Kells will walk up to the tree and salute it and say, "Thank you for your service, ma'am." And turn around and just start expositing. They say there was a witch who bewitched the mayor with all her witchy wiles, and they hung her because what else are they gonna do to a witch, in the olden times? But the next day, after leaving her, overnight hanging there, super fucked up, her body was gone, and the tree was suddenly like this, all gnarled and dying and messed up. And they were so scared that she had placed a curse on it, and when she was whisked away to hell or whatever, that they never had the balls to cut it down. And that's why I scared them, because we were close, and yeah.
That's a lot cooler than the version I heard.
What did you hear?
Oh god, remember the yarns of stupid people. Something to the effect of they chased her out of town because she poisoned the mayor's dinner.
Also very cool.
Hmm.
But how does that relate to the tree?
Well, they chased her into the forest, allegedly, and then it got dark, and the sort of fictional search party got too scared. But then the next day, they went out, with Mr. Sun lighting their way. And they found this, apparently, hollow tree that just, straight up wasn't there before. And so people think that she lives in it, and if you ever destroyed it, she would come back and destroy the town or something.
Wild.
So, nobody chop it down, I guess.
As long as you don't touch it. I don't know. I heard something that sounds more like Kel's version, but I heard she bewitched the wife of the mayor.
That's the coolest version.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Well, everything else is still the same, right? It's just that she's a lesbian.
Yeah, pretty much, I think. It's like they left her hanging, she was gone in the morning, and now the tree's super fucked up. So...
Whoa.
2 against 1.
2 against 1 sounds like your story actually sucks and is lame.
I acknowledge that. It's not my story. Thank you very much.
As you're all explaining your different versions of the tale, a wind suddenly kicks up around you all, running up your spines and chilling you. Make me I'm gonna say a tough roll.
A
Toughness roll.
Mr.
You're gonna need
Technically,
to.
I must get a 4 eventually.
You need to roll high on this one. I'm not gonna tell you the DC though, because that's what makes it spooky.
Well, the question is, what is high? Because I'm pretty sure we're all at a D4 still.
Yep.
I will spend 2 turbo tokens to blow it up, though.
I
I'm
will
also
spend 1.
thinking. I think I'm also gonna spend 2 and blow it up.
That's a 7.
All right.
I have 8.
All right.
5.
You bitch.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So, Kells and Hughes, also known as John Hughes Fierro. You two, this wind, it hit you a little bit fast, but it's just wind. These are just stories passed around. Nicholas, as the wind batters into you, you hear through the branches and the whistling a soft and you swear for a second you can see an old woman with a long, gnarled nose staring at you, smiling. You are thoroughly spooked by this situation.
I think I start shivering. I'm wearing shorts. This was a bad move on a late October night. I'm chilly. I'm freaked. But I'm trying to play it cool.
So do we all see it, but we're just unbothered?
No, you two do not see this.
We don't see it. Okay.
We're immune.
Immune. So, you've had this experience now. Kells and John, nothing much. Maybe you should have brought a warmer jacket. Nicholas, you should have brought pants. And maybe now there's a witch after you.
Average day.
Nick, old boy, you look like you are about to run, but not on purpose.
Old boy? What is this, The Great Gatsby?
I'm fine. It's just, chilly with these winds blowing. I almost kind of wish we had, made a torch at the bonfire or something.
Well, I still have my lighter, so...
I have the foresight to have worn layers.
Well, earlier today, I was sweating a whole bunch.
Great. Yeah, it was daytime. That can happen. Shall we?
Why are you like this? I say to John.
Why? Because it's fun and personally pretty reasonable, I think. If you were smarter than everyone else, you would talk about it too. You do talk about being smarter than most people, though, which is still pretty good.
Yeah, because we live in a town of idiots. The bar is not that high. But I only talk about that with, like, 3 other people regularly. I don't AoE blast my shitty opinion, to anyone who has ears.
No, just your terrible music.
So as you walk down this path,
Anyway.
One of these days, you two are going to come to fisticuffs.
Might be today.
yeah.
Today might be the day.
So you walk down this path. Nick, you keep having to look over your shoulder just to be sure. But it's just night is fully set in, completely dark. The only light that you have is the ones that you brought with you. Matter of fact, there's not really any animals or sound of nature. You swing your light and then you may catch the glint of a deer before it trots off, but other than that, exceptionally quiet.
That's terrifying.
Quick aside, I once did actually go into a park at night and I saw a deer and I did nearly shit myself. Until I figured out it was a deer, because I was like, oh man.
Oh god, there's a ghoul there.
Oh
The
no.
deer in the place that we went was pretty, it was cool, but it did scare me a little bit when I first saw it.
Yeah,
it was perfectly framed in the moonlight and everything.
Nature hits different at night, kids. Be very safe. Don't go into the woods at night. But as you do so, and you keep antagonizing each other, time passes pretty quickly, and you make it the rest of the way until you reach where there is now the decrepit form of the manor. I'm gonna say we'll have Mr. Loudmouth, John, start with his story. As I just feel like it would be in his character to bring up what he would know about this place.
Huh. Interesting. You figure that's, what is it, Mordensley? I think it was Mordensley. It's that Michael Malin guy, right? Some kind of, wealthy oil tycoon. He bought the land in the 1840s or something. Then, him and his family came from another country. He was just, going to another place. And you see the persona break a little bit. And you could swear that a part of him is enjoying the story that he's claiming to be stupid.
Mm.
He has kind of a childish, glow on his face. Yeah, okay. So they said he, oh man, what is it? I haven't heard this story since I was a kid. Yeah. So they came over from some other country, and then, everything was starting out cool, but then there were these weird occurrences, and they couldn't build stuff right, and they were hearing, knocks, and people getting into fights, and they were accusing everybody of conspiring against them, and, there were figures watching from the shadows, and then all the workers quit, right before the manor was finished. By the looks of it, I mean, look at that thing. That's not finished. And then that night, people were hearing screams with a capital S, from the manor. And then they found Michael laughing to himself over the dead bodies of his own family. Yeah. Then the townspeople sort of ye old citizens arrested him. They were going to put him to death, but then he disappeared from his cell, and the manor remained incomplete to haunt the town forever. You fully see him catch himself and, like, I guess, anyway, I don't know.
Well,
Kid bullshit.
It sounds like you don't know. 'Cause that's not the story that I know. First of all, his name wasn't whatever you said. What I always heard was that his name was Michael Morton, and that he was a wealthy banker, and he bought the land to live on in 1826. And he wasn't from a different country, he was just like from across our own, somewhere else in America. I don't know. And I guess some of the things that are the same are like, yeah, there were knocks in the night and tools disappearing and figures watching the workers from the woods we're in. But that when they left and the screams were heard, Mr. Morton, he was also dead. Him and his whole family got hacked up, and the only clues were just some bloody footprints heading into the forest. And then everyone was with the tree, everyone was so scared since the murderer wasn't caught and it was spooky that they've just left it alone.
Dude, it's not a quiz that your parents are gonna see when you get home. You don't have to try so hard to be right that you make shit up.
I don't know, I heard something completely different. And you can see that Nick has kind of gotten a lot quieter, a lot more subdued, definitely kind of crossing his arms as if to keep warm, but really it's because he's starting to kind of feel the nighttime energy of the place and is starting to get a little bit freaked out, but doesn't want to admit it to his friends. And he goes, his name was Michael Mordsley, because that's the name of the manor, Mordensley.
That would make sense.
He moved here from someplace else. What does it matter? But as they were building, they were always hearing these weird sounds, and animals were disappearing. There was the figures in the shadows, and the night before the manor was to be completed, there were all these strange lights coming from the woods. And then when people came there, Michael was like crazed. He was talking about figures that took his family away in like a floating house, and everybody thought he was crazy, but his family was just gone. And then he disappeared too, like not even that long after. And then it was just this empty husk of a manor that had all these weird things happen to it.
I mean, that sounds closer. They've been telling this story here since, like, Star Wars came out.
Well, we have an opportunity to poke around, see what's most likely.
Think there's any rare junk in there?
Maybe, if no one really comes here.
Well, then allow the rarest junk of all to take point.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Maybe the smallest.
Well, you wouldn't know, would you?
And I'm not itching to find out.
So there is itching. Marty, like, several feet ahead.
Yeah, you're walking.
Having to shout that as you're walking away.
Yeah.
So there is itching. You find this old, rotted, grody ass door. I'm guessing you try and push it open.
Yeah.
As you do, make me a brawl check. I'm gonna say DC 3.
Punch the door to pieces. kill the door.
This
I
is
imagine
mostly
this is not a protected location.
kinda. It's like if you get caught, you'll be in trouble, but people don't really like care that much about this place.
I don't think I'm sneaking anyway, being brazen at this moment in time. A 2.
A 2. Ooh. So you go to turn the door to open it, and as you do, it's stuck. I mean, as you'd expect, the wood is swollen and bulged. It doesn't fit in the frame properly. Um, you like go to give it a second push, and you just kind of break the door in accidentally. Um, it's rotted and all messed up. So you can get in, but yeah, you just damaged this monument.
Meant to do that.
It was so obvious and clear.
Free door.
It's free real estate.
It's free real estate. It's just good business. So you enter the first floor. You see inside stuff that you'd expect. There's like plants growing up through the flooring. There's graffiti on the walls. You're clearly not the first people to enter this place ever since it was not completed, but make me a wits check to see if you're the only ones there right now.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, I blew up.
I also blew up.
Ooh!
I did not.
That's another delightful 7.
Mm.
Doop.
I got an 11.
Oh, okay.
Nick's head is on a fucking swivel right now.
He's freaked out.
I'm just like, yeah, guys, let's go into the haunted house. I love it.
So, John, you're trying to play it off all cool like, but you are a bit worried about the fact that you broke this door. You're thinking about the consequences, maybe about like the
What are my parents gonna say?
I just ruined this landmark. Think about the archaeological stuff.
Actually, maybe more that. Yeah.
Kells, you're looking around and you're listening, more importantly, and you don't hear any strange noises. You don't see any signs of new footprints. The dust is pretty even across this place. Nick, you're listening and you realize you don't hear anything. Any noise that you make is like dead in an instant. Like it is unnaturally quiet and muffled. You don't notice any signs of people around, thankfully, but the atmosphere is unnatural. And as you enter into this, there is a stairway that goes up to a second floor that you all feel like maybe you shouldn't explore that because given the state that the door just exploded from a light push, you don't feel like falling through and dying. But off to your left, there's like what looks to be like an entertaining room, and off to your right, there seems to be like what would be like a dining room or a piano room, and it wraps there are 2 doorways that seem to go back and wrap around. It seems like it's very circularly made.
Resident Evil architecture.
Resident Evil.
Well, I did the door thing, so, dealer's choice.
I mean, love a good dining hall, I guess. I'll go that way. To the entertainment hall. The entertaining hall. Side
Maybe
of
there's
things.
some fancy china.
Yeah!
Alright, but don't fill up on bread. You still have to eat that sandwich.
If there wasn't an axe murder here before, there might be one by the end of the night. I say as I push open the door.
So as you push it open, you see surprisingly the remains of a chandelier still in the roof. It looks like some people have messed with it a little bit, but like they've taken off like some like the little dangly bits, but the general shape is there. It looks like this place had electricity in it, but obviously it's not working now. You see a grand table and chairs still there. The table is old and starting to rot, and the chairs are somewhat falling apart, and their upholstery is utterly destroyed, but it's still there, still set up as if it were ready to have the table to be set for a nice dinner banquet. Against the wall, you see a broken grandfather clock, and on the surrounding walls, you just see more graffiti. Some of it's some of it's very bad, but there is a couple of pieces that look very nice.
Admiring the local art scene.
Any useful silverware? Any like steak knives or anything?
Not in this room. Uh, make me a make me a yeah, that would be wits again. Make me a wits roll. Wits is doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Wits is doing a lot of heavy lifting.
It's doing a lot of heavy.
So is the number 2.
Whoa.
Ooh,
Our
my
favorite
God.
number.
Please, I'm begging you to spend to spend your turbo tokens and
No,
blow that up.
I'm trying to reaccumulate them.
All right.
My man didn't take relentless.
Back up to 2.
Yeah, you don't see anything. It makes sense that you wouldn't see anything given like the amount of like graffiti. You assume that at the very least anything in here was just taken that was easy to take already. You see at the back a door to what you actually don't know. It could be the kitchen, it could be another room.
Before we leave this room, could I do some kind of tech check to check out the like chandelier? Because I'm curious to see if like the electricity in here still works. Because from how we were discussing the mansion, it's like, would they have turned on the electricity if the place wasn't ever finished?
Yeah, go for it. I'll make it a
Use your
DC2.
brain.
I got a 3.
Ooh.
What?
Okay.
All right, so you go up and you look at the chandelier, and then you look at like the light switch. I'm gonna say that you can like take the cover of the light switch off and you examine it. The wires seem pretty heavily corroded, but just from like the wiring itself, you can't tell what part of this mansion is unfinished, but the electricity, if it doesn't work right now, it would have worked.
All right. Well, I'm assuming we didn't bring a multi-tool, so I'm gonna not try to scavenge any wires. I've got the survival horror gameplay mindset.
Well, what would it take to fix it?
Probably new uncorroded copper if it's bad like that. Connection to the town's power supply.
Get a generator out here.
Yeah. You know, if you get a hamster wheel and you run real fast.
I explore.
Right. So you push into the next room and you see a nice, well-designed kitchen area. It seems like it was built so, like, the people there, like, that own the manor could cook there if they wanted, but it's mostly like a kitchen meant for, like, people to work in and, like, entertain. Rich people kitchen.
Rich people.
You know
kitchen.
the type.
Yeah.
Rich.
More for show.
Yeah. I'm going to say here, going off of your old rolls, you can find a old knife. It looks dirty, but you wipe it off and it doesn't seem to be tarnished. You think this might actually be like silverware silver.
Ooh.
You got your tetanus shots, John?
I mean, Probably.
Wait. Probably? You don't know if you're vaccinated against deadly diseases or not?
Do you think my parents tell me shit? They take me to the doctor. They're like, you gotta get this for school. I get it. I am paying attention as much as I need to.
I'll
So
just
I'm
pay
gonna say
attention to
probably.
rusty nails.
I feel like that's very problematic in a way that we don't have time to unpack.
Okay. I don't want you to try. So that works for me. Also, we talked about the J word, man. Hughes.
Sorry, Hughes.
Thank you.
I'm gonna hold on to this, since we don't know if you're protected against tetanus or not.
Okay.
Can I look for some matches?
Ooh.
Oh my god. Yeah, make me. Oh man, I hate only saying wits, but it's wits. Or
Could I make
actually,
an argument for tech with my
You know,
arsonist's
I will
skill?
say yes. You can use tech.
Now, what's the DC for it?
I'm gonna go with DC 3.
So my skill allows me to take to -3 from any arson-related checks. So do I just find them?
Have fun. Roll the dice. See if you explode.
Nope, I don't.
All right, then. Yeah.
I'm trying so hard.
You go through drawers and stuff. Start out pretty normal at first, but then you get a bit ravenous as your urges take over.
I'm jonesing for it.
The darker hurts.
You're jonesing. And you do find one box in like a cubby. What you also find is what looks to be a pentagram with the matches in the middle of it.
Oh, awesome. Sweet. Okay. Nick has already been freaked out by this spooky wind. He already doesn't like the weird, oppressive sound dampening of this house. Can I roll, like, I'm trying to... He wants those matches, though. I'm trying to think if they're like a DC I can roll against to tell if this is a bad idea, or if I just...
A DC to roll against to tell if it's a bad idea. I don't
Yeah.
want to say wits again.
A vibe check.
Yeah, can I do like a vibe check of some kind?
Give me a...
I can do tech.
Give me a tough vibe check.
A tough vibe check.
A toughness vibe check.
Okay, that's a 3.
3. I'll say you don't think it's a good idea to take these matches. Well, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah. There's been a bunch of people in here. There's penis graffiti on the wall. I'm gonna take the matches.
Incredible. So you take the matches, you shove them in your pocket or whatever have you. I don't even know if your pants have pockets, do they?
I guess I have some kind of satchel or backpack.
Fanny packs? Are those still a thing in the 90s?
Which things?
Fanny packs?
Fanny packs.
Or were those out of
Probably.
fashion yet? Did those die with rollerblades?
I run out of...
Well, it's only, 1994? We still have them.
It's only
Yeah.
unspecified point in the 90s.
Generic
Is-
point in generic
generic-
90s.
Generic point in generic 90s. However, we did decide that Kurt Cobain is still alive.
I mean, I read that as Kurt Cobain could be alive or dead.
Okay.
No, we gotta be in the height of the grunge era. It's gotta be.
Mhm.
I wouldn't be so salty if we weren't in the height of it. Nick, you said you were talking about your arson situation. You were talking about like a dark urge kind of a situation. Is that clear on your face? Is there like a, I need those matches, like hunger?
You could probably do some kind of check to suss out how ravenous he is.
I'll roll about it if I have to. Yeah. What's
yeah,
the
up to
closest
you.
thing to insight?
Which, I say, I'd say
The
that
wits?
in the current state that Nicholas is in, he's not really, guarding his feelings like that or doing it too effectively. I think that you can see that he's like, he wants those matches. He wants them.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Hey, dude.
I snatched him up. I put him in my fanny pack.
This is one of your most fun personality traits, but just I think you would see him deliberately putting a little more honest like worry about the situation on his face, but like putting his body in a way where Kells cannot see this. This is only for you. Being like, just watch your back, all right? There's exactly 2 people in this town that I can tolerate. I don't need one less.
I think Nick is not necessarily going to look guilty, but he's just going to kind of, calm down a little bit, sober up a little bit, and nod. Stick them in his fanny pack, along with his javelin.
That fits in the fanny pack.
Yeah,
exactly.
The javelin has its own little side holster.
So as you put those away in the fanny pack and grasp your javelin, you feel the barometric pressure drop.
Oh.
Like it's about to start pouring rain.
Just me or everybody?
Everybody. And you just feel this low-level hum go like directly into your eardrums. That snail in your ears is vibrating. I want everybody to make me a tough check.
Oh. Oh no. That's so numero uno.
Ooh, me too.
Ooh.
I got a 3.
A 3. All right. You needed to beat an 8.
Yep.
That
So
Everybody take a turbo token.
everybody
yeah.
take 1 or 2 turbo tokens.
2.
We have relentless.
Oh, right.
Yep.
I knew that.
So you all feel this drop and you realize, uh-oh, maybe there is a reason why people don't go in this manner very often. And as you start to think about leaving, you both feel and hear something in the main entrance of the doorway. And it starts
like how?
like it was dropped. Like it didn't walk up into the thing, it just appeared and then both feet stomp down.
It's Mothman. It's Mothman, guys.
We're in Virginia. Oh.
And remind me again, John and Kelly, you both got a 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I want you to do rollies real quick.
With what
With
die?
what?
D6. Keep going until one of you has a higher one, and tell me who got the lower one.
1 again.
I got a 6.
All right.
I need
Thank
to swap
you for
out my
that.
D6s, I think.
They're not being nice to
They're
you.
really bad. My D4s are fine, but my D6s are terrible.
So you all pause like you're bugs and someone upturned a rock that you were hiding under. And then you hear the slow, steady boom, 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 as it slowly starts to approach the kitchen. And you all realize it's time to get out of here. And you turn tail and run out the back door, further away from the patch. And you just hear behind you, boom, 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 boom. Everybody, make me a stunts roll.
Okay.
DC 6.
Could I lower it since I am the track and fields
You can lower it.
I still gotta blow up though.
Uh-oh.
Finally!
Okay, well.
Fucking cool.
I'm gonna spend my turbo tokens and blow that up.
All right.
I fail.
Ooh, okay.
I got an 8.
Uh-oh.
What, you said the DC up front, right?
Yep,
What
DC
was it?
6.
Okay.
And I got an 8 also.
Also an 8. All right. So you're beating feet out of there, and you're running, and you hear these footsteps thunder behind you. No matter how fast you go, it seems to always like stay the same distance from you. Kells, you start to slip behind just a little bit as they run full tilt. No matter how many pits you've never had to sprint before. So despite the fact that you have a good bit of stamina, you're like, oh man.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Everybody, make me a tough roll.
Okay. What's the DC?
DC for you, Kells, is going to be 7. The other 2 is going to be 5.
7. Okay.
Oh, yes! Now we're getting somewhere.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 1 turbo token to blow up my D6 to a D8. Sorry, 2 turbo tokens. Sorry, I can do math.
This was tough, right?
I can do
Yep.
math.
Okay.
I can do math.
Tough is now D8.
I can do math. I can do math.
My first D8.
That's a 9 for me.
All right.
Also a 9 for me.
9.
What?
I got a 1.
Ooh, all right. So, as you all take off full tilt, now just breaking through the forest, running blindly for your lives, Kells and Hughes, you two both know that the worst thing you can do is turn around and see whatever is chasing after you. And you manage to steel your resolve and resist the temptation. Nick, it was never, you never wanted to do this, but it just ended up happening. You turn to see what's behind you, and you see a man dressed up in a very fine suit. He looks like he just got done sipping a mint julep off the back porch, except for the fact that he's wielding a bloody knife with blood all over him.
Yeah.
And as he goes to lunge at you, to stab his knife into your heart, you all fall down an embankment and tumble end over end, rolling through the woods. And then you land in the middle of a clearing. And as you all get your bearings, you slowly look up and you see a burning red fire and a circle of people in black cloaks around it. And as you get to your knees, they all turn to look at you.